I feel like I should go out now. Probably will watch Making a Murder instead. Alright, so today we have a shadow and schmooze slash whatever this is on the look I'm wearing right now. I was just sitting on my couch watching YouTube videos. It's like 11 p.m. at night right now, and I was feeling super motivated and super inspired to put makeup on my face, so that's what we did. I wanted to do kind of a smoked out look with brown eyeliner, which I rarely use. All the products I used on my eyes are super affordable. If they're not from the drugstore, they're Colourpop, which you can get online, and they're like $5. And my face is like a full coverage kind of acne coverage situation, so if you do struggle with acne and you're pale, this one's for you. I'm in this weird cycle right now where when I had the 3 weeks off between my new job and my old job, I basically got like tons of videos filmed and edited. So all of the videos you're seeing are kind of like a couple weeks from the past. Is that the right way? Yeah, from the past. So if you want to stay up to date with my current day self, make sure you're following me on all my social channels, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. And I am starting to post on Facebook now, which is exciting. I didn't use Facebook for like years. I mostly post a bunch of like makeup deals, like what's on sale and what products I think you should try out on my Facebook page. So if you're curious, you can go like it. The link is in the description box every single video. So if you want to see how I got this look, you're in the right place. Just keep watching. Alright, I'm like very excited to film right now. I'm just in one of those moods, feeling inspired. Let's do this. So I think I'm going to try a different technique today. I never really tape off my eyes to create that sharp shadow shield kind of look, so we're gonna try that today. I also usually apply my foundation first every single time, so this is gonna be new. I'm gonna apply it a tiny bit farther out just so we can create that illusion of having a bigger eye than we do. I just feel like playing around today. It's like 11 p.m. right now on a Friday night. That's what I do on my Friday nights. This video probably won't be up for a few weeks because I have a bunch of videos ready to go for the next few weeks, but in real time it's the first week in January when I'm filming this, and I just had my first week of work at the new job. So far so good. I'm just like super exhausted. That first week is always so mentally exhausting. Priming the eyes with Max Painterly Paint Pot, or no, Soft Ochre. So I'm actually going to start out by going in with the Master Contour Kit, and I'm going to use this shade right here for the crease. I think I'm going to be using all like affordable products on the eyes. We're starting out with this bad boy. I'm just blending this all over in the crease area. Feels weird doing my eyeshadow before my brows are on. So Covergirl just released the Covergirl TruNaked Roses palette, or not just when you're watching this, but in real life time they did. This is actually beautiful. I've only swatched these so far, but so far so good. I might do a whole comparison of this and the Naked 3 palette. Let me know if you guys would want to see that. Wait, this is weird. The mic cord is hanging in front of the lens in real life, but you can't see it on the viewfinder. Whoa. I want to do I don't even know, like a purpley brown, really smoked out kind of look. I want to use brown liner, which I never really do. Seeing what happens. Taking this shade right here, and we're just going to put this on the outer third. I'm just using that same fluffy brush. All the brushes I'm using will be linked down below. But this is the Citron Lace EV13. Whatever's left over on that brush, I'm just blending into the crease a little bit more. Okay, next I'm going to take my Coastal Scents BR250. This is like my new favorite. It's $2.50, or it was on sale for $2.50 when this video's up. Mine is super soft. Someone said that theirs was scratchy. Mine is like super soft. I don't know if they remade these to make them softer or what. Being $2.50, this thing is freaking bomb. So I'm going to take this darker brown shade right here. Start blending this on the very outer portion. So far these shadows are blending out really easily. I think I'm going to focus most of the darker shades on the outer portion this time. Usually I like bring them in and do that halo kind of look. But I think we're just going to do like a really nice romantic pinky brown kind of eye. Oh, maybe I'll save this and post it for Valentine's Day. No, that's like too much advanced thinking. Not gonna lie, so far liking this whole tape situation. You like don't have to worry about where your shadow is actually going. So I'm just making sure these are super blended. Okay, then I'm going to take my finger and go in with the... Which one are we going to do? Let's start out with this light champagne color first. Ooh, that is buttery. I'm just going to put... Oh yeah. That is pretty. I'm just putting that on the lid. I always like to use my finger for lid colors unless I'm doing like a wet situation. And go back in with my blending brush, blend that darker shade into the light shade again. I'm going to go with that same shimmery, light, champagne-y kind of shade and wet my brush this time and see if we can just get a little more intense shimmer going. This is so pretty. I hope this is picking up on camera. Oh man. This would be a good like wedding makeup palette. Which that video is still coming. I think I mentioned like months ago I'm going to do wedding makeup. I'm waiting till it gets closer to wedding season, but I am going to be doing a drugstore wedding makeup video. Also, shout out to Kendall Ray who's getting married in June. I'm like 99.9% sure I'm going to be going to her wedding, so that's super exciting. I hope she's okay with me saying this right now. Debating whether I want to do my foundation right now or the liner first while the tape is still on. My whole issue with doing eyes first is that then when I put on my foundation after, I can't get like close enough to my shadow without fucking it up. We're gonna try and do liner first. Yeah. Just because I'm using a gel liner today, and gel liner is not my strong suit. So we're gonna go with this Colourpop liner. This is in the shade Call Me. Haven't used any of Colourpop's gel liners before. So I'm just going against that line, and I'm just creating kind of a diamond shape right here. Oh, that's totally a lie. I've definitely used the purple Colourpop liner before, the Bright Eyed makeup tutorial, except when I went over it, it started crumbling, and that's kind of what's happening right now. This liner does not build very well. I'm going to bring this a tiny bit into the inner corner, getting super close to my lash line. By the way, the brush I'm using is the Sigma Winged Liner EO6 brush. I'm not really recommending this because I haven't used gel liner enough to know if this is a good brush for it or not, but this is just what I have. Yeah, not a huge fan of the liner, honestly. I'm slightly bringing this down on the lower lash line. We're going to be blending shadows on top of this, but just to get some color down while we have that tape on. Okay, I think now is the time when we say bye to the tape. Where is the cap for this? Ooh. Ooh, look at that line. Gotta love it. Okay, let's see if we can get foundation on without messing it up. Then we're obviously going to go back to the eyes and do lashes and blend the shadow on the bottom and all that good stuff. Just breaking my new camera, it's all good. So for foundation, I'm going to be using two products that I haven't talked a whole lot about, but I have had for a while now. This is the Cover FX Custom Cover Drops, and this is the Lancome, or Lancome, depending how fancy you want to get. Teint Idole Ultra 24-Hour Makeup. I actually used this so long ago that I don't remember what I think about this, so it'll be kind of a refresher. I think I didn't like this like super matteness of it. At one point when I start trying this out again, I will do a full review on it if it's something you guys want to see. A lot of people have been asking for a review on the custom cover drop, so I will be doing that. But I just want to show you guys both these products in this video. So I'm just going to mix these two on the back of a palette. I just use a Bath & Body Works candle lid. You definitely want to shake the custom cover drops before using them. Shade N10 is actually pretty good for me, and the Lancome shade is actually pretty light, so we don't need a whole lot of lightening or anything like that. I love the coverage that the custom cover drops give, and the finish, it gives a really nice like almost dewy finish, but like just really healthy looking. I think they might break me out, not entirely sure. And I was wearing them a lot previously. I was trying out a bunch of other stuff at the same time, so I couldn't really tell which product was breaking me out. But I'm just going to go in. This is the Sigma F80 oldie but a goodie foundation brush. I'm not going to get too close to the shadow because we can do that with concealer. I really like the shade of the Cover FX drops. I feel like it's a really good pinky but not too pink shade for my skin tone. Really good coverage, obviously. Oh shoot, I always forget to do before and afters. Looking a little scary, but it'll all come together. I cannot stand doing brows before foundation. I don't know how people do that and don't manage to like cover their entire brow in product. It's looking a tad light. Once we have our bronzer and blush and everything on, it'll look totally normal. I do have a lot of product left, so I'm just gonna go over and get completely full coverage on some of the spots. Typically the Lancome foundation on its own is pretty matte, but with the Cover FX drops, it definitely gives the foundation like a satiny kind of finish. Okay, going in with concealer, favorite Naked Skin concealer. This is great if you have pale skin, it's light enough. And this brush is what I've been actually using to apply concealer lately. It's super small if you can see the size, super compact so it doesn't take away from the coverage. That's my main issue with using anything other than my finger to apply concealer, is that I feel like it just takes away from the coverage majorly. This brush doesn't do that, so that's cool. And blend away. I like to pat this in rather than like blending. Not bad, not bad. I'm going to set the under eye with my Physicians Formula powder, and I've actually been using this e.l.f. brush lately to set it, and I actually really like it. It's the perfect amount of stiffness. Really seals in that concealer, you know what I'm saying? I kind of want a dewy face, so I'm going to leave the forehead like that. Alright, I'm going to do brows and we will be right back. Okay, so we're going to finish up the eyeballs. So I'm going to go back into that Colourpop liner, kind of clean up that upper lash line, and then also just blend this on the bottom lash line. I'm not bringing this too far in, just on the very, very outer third part. I think we're going to go in with this Colourpop shade Party Time. It's like a purpley brown. Mine is like all crumbly. But we're just going to blend that. Is that the brush I want? No. I'm just going to use this to blend out that liner a little bit. Smudge it out. I'm kind of connecting that upper lash line with this. I want it to look super smudgy. I'm going to go back in with that bronzer and blend. City Color highlighting wand. I think this is technically for your face, but I'm going to use it for the inner corner because why not? Looks like a really nice shimmery pink kind of shade. I'm putting this on the bottom lash line and then bringing it into the inner corner. Not super intense, but it'll do. I'm going to apply this light shimmery pink shade to the waterline, and it's by Milani. I'm going to pop a thin coat of mascara on, and then we're going to put falsies on. Before we put falsies on, I feel like we need a little bit more brown. So I'm going to try and take their liner version of that same shade, I think. Yeah. Okay, I definitely like that a lot better than their cream version. I'm not a fan of the cream liner. I'm going to apply my Kiss Me 03 lashes. You can get these off eBay. If they're ever in stock, I can never find them anymore. What did I just do? So I just put on false lashes. I just freaking love these. I feel like these are the perfect lash. Like if I could describe my perfect lash in one lash, it would be these. You can't get these at the drugstore, but you can get them on eBay and they're super cheap. On my bottom lashes is Wet n Wild Make Length. So going in with bronzer, I feel like I need to warm up the face a bit. So I'm going to go with my Body Shop. Actually, might as well use the Maybelline one. I'm going to go with this shade right here. And I did a whole review on this palette, so I will link it in the description box below, so you can go watch that. Foundation is definitely fully set. This is blending really well on top of it. For highlight, I'm going to take Ofra Cosmetics You Glow Girl. This is such a pretty pale pink shimmery highlight. And favorite highlight brush lately, Sigma F03. We're just going to place this on the top of the cheekbone. Look at that. Put a tiny bit of this on my nose and Cupid's bow. Okay, not a tiny bit. We're going to highlight town right now. Blush. Might as well use the blush in here, right? I love this blush shade. I've been using this almost every single day. So pretty. Blends out easily. Okay, now that we're not looking super dead, I think we're going to try the e.l.f. matte lip color in Tea Rose. This is a super pretty mauve-y pink shade. Whenever I go back and edit, I'm like completely out of frame. Card got full right when I was doing my lips, but we have the lipstick on. I really like the shade. I feel like it's a really nice muted kind of purpley pink mauve tone. So this is the final look. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up so I know. Helps me out when you give it a thumbs up. Let me know down below what looks you guys want to see next and what products you want me to try out. I think that's everything. I feel like I should go out now. Probably will watch Making a Murder instead. Love you guys. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.